Last time our team was sent out to Leonidas Station, a satellite link station in the network that has intercepted a secret USCMC message that should not have been there. It is on the border of UPP space, so our team has to go there and get it, scrub it from their servers and get out again. That first part went rather well, but now a Black Ops team has arrived on the station and they're blocking the way out. At this point, an alarm starts blaring through the station. It's a proximity alert, so you hear a voice like, "Proximity alert, vehicle approaching."
Do we rush out and try to fly away, or...?
Let us first try to ascertain who it is.
No. Let's just book it.
Yeah. The moment the alarm starts, Dissum,
You're still
booking
in the
it for the ship.
control room, right? You're still in the control room.
In the control
right?
room, yeah.
You can see a black shape circling the station. Like you can kind of make out an outline of a ship because you know your ships, because the stars get blocked out.
Can I make like I don't know, maybe an observation roll or something to see if I can ascertain the nature of this bogey? Bummer.
You want to push it?
Yeah, I think I will. Double bummer.
It's too dark. You have the feeling that whatever it is, it's probably coated in something that just absorbs light.
Okay.
So you have a feeling that you kind of know what it is, but no clear verification.
I'm gonna use...
On the radio then I say like, heads up folks, we've got a stealth bogey out here, can't quite make it out. I advise we make our way back to the ship now.
Acknowledged. Yeah, we see something. We got a radar ping.
I'm gonna use my signature item because I don't want all of this before shit goes down.
What is it?
So what are you gonna do?
I use my signature item to relieve one stress,
Okay.
and then all these effects are gone because I don't trust what's going on
What
here.
is your signature item?
It's an engraved pen.
So in the new rules, the signature item is still there, but it does specifically say you can still use it to relieve stress, but it doesn't clash with the new rules, so I'm gonna rule at this table right now that we can still use it as a stress relief. Just so the viewers know at home that it isn't necessarily rules as written, but we're gonna play it the old way for this one. So you get rid of all your stress effects.
Well, it was only one stress, but it was 2 stress effects, so now they're all gone.
A bit weird that you get rid of the shakes when there's this ominous black thing circling
No,
the station.
it's a marine. It's a marine, like
going
no.
into focus
Yeah.
mode.
You're locking
Yeah,
in.
that can work. Yeah. When you near, because it's not that far away, also you're running towards the airlock.
I'm actually not running to the airlock.
Where are you going?
I'm telling my group, we're not leaving. We know that this information that we have is potentially dangerous. A very creepy looking ship has approached. There's civilians on this satellite.
Are you in charge though? Are you our commanding officer?
Private first class.
I think you're in charge, right?
Is Corpsman higher than private first class?
I have no idea.
Well,
I can look it up.
Corpsman wouldn't be, but do you have a rank next to your name?
Nope.
Is nobody in charge?
You could be a lance corporal, or even a corporal, I suppose. In which case, yeah, you would be the ranking person on the station.
Let me just check the making.
I guess except for our
Let's
pilot,
roll-
who's
let's roll
lieutenant.
for
But I don't think they really have command authority in this.
If
Since
he
we know
throws
we're all
himself
privates,
as the big boss, then
I'd say go.
You can try to.
okay.
You want
I
to leave
feel
people? You want to have people killed on this station? Fine, then we leave. Have it on your conscience.
You should know about that.
Yes, I do, and that's why I'm not planning to do it again. Want to leave? Sure, find another ship. There's one arriving.
Why don't we try and identify the ship first? Because
Yes.
before we make any hasty decisions, like if there's 20 other Marines on there, we might be having an issue. Can we like radar ping it? I mean, it's a big communication satellite.
Yeah,
Can
we-
you just boost the system?
Yeah, we've tried visual and we've tried radar, and I guess like whatever stealth capabilities it has are kind of interfering with our ability to identify it in both counts. So we could keep trying, although that would take time that we may not necessarily have if these are
You say that.
potential hostiles.
You say they're just circling the ship at the moment.
They're circling the station right
The
now.
station.
Yeah.
Is there a second docking station?
Yes, there is.
Perhaps
On the-
if you do so necessarily want to await, we could try and ambush them at the second docking station.
At least, why don't we just wait for them up there at deck A?
If they have an entire ship, they're gonna overpower the station right away.
Yes, unless we, as our job and duty, are here to stop it.
Well, yes, but you just want to sit here and wait. That's not doing anything.
Let's have a teamwork about this. I don't want to leave. That's all I'm saying.
Let's
Okay,
set
but
up
we don't-
upstairs for an ambush.
Yeah, okay, because we don't have time for team meetings here.
Yeah.
Where do you want the civilians?
If they are docking at the top, we should leave them on this deck, preferably.
Yeah, furthest away.
Let's go up to deck A, set up an ambush, and at least we have the element of surprise.
Wouldn't, if we get caught and you have the information on you, wouldn't that be a bad thing?
It would.
We'll have to
So-
grab the information. That's why we have these lovely electroshock grenades.
Or you can hide it in a nook somewhere and come back for it later.
Or store it in our ship that is currently waiting, and
That-
join us for the ambush.
That was my plan.
All right,
overall, yeah.
let's do that. Good call.
Okay, so Hank runs back to the ship, stashes away the data under his seat in the cockpit, and grabs that armor and spare rifle off of the rack on the wall and throws it on and
Okay.
moves to meet up with them.
Yes, I am going up to deck A to get ready for an ambush.
Okay. Give me one observation roll, please.
Oh no.
You go. Thank you.
Nice.
Nice.
You throw your gear up and you probably go into the cockpit to tell them what the plan is. And at that point, you see a dark shape move in front of the cockpit window. And you hear the signature sound of a target lock. You have one thing you can do now. What do you do?
I grab Cooper and just bail out of the ship, basically.
Okay. Your stress goes up by
Okay.
1.
Okay.
And you run out of that ship. And behind you, you hear, well, you don't really hear because there's no sound in space, but the ship gets hit. And you hear the impact, and it starts exploding. And just as you slide the airlock door behind you, your ship gets blown up.
All right. Well, the station is probably going to shake pretty hard
Yeah.
here, and so Dissum and
All of you
Cooper,
get thrown around
Yeah.
because of the explosion. Your stress goes up by 1 for all the rest of you. Where are you all?
We were on our way up.
Yeah.
All of you?
I'd assume so.
Yes.
Then all of you have to roll e-mobility.
I'll go first. Yes, I got one.
Okay, you get thrown off the ladder, but you hang on and you regain your footing.
A success and a panic.
Okay, roll your stress response.
So 3.
That is takes all your agility is a -2. And same for you, you get thrown off, but you grab the ladder and just hold on. Or Jelle.
Okay. One success.
Same for you, yeah. You get thrown around a bit, hit the ladder.
Oh.
Good stuff.
3 successes. I'm gonna see if I can hold on to anybody else who's trying to.
Well, they all seem to
We're
be
not
fine.
trying,
He's
of
not there
course.
yet, so
Then I'll just back to
you can use one of your successes
reduce stress.
to reduce your stress.
Then I shall use one to reduce my stress. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go up, up, up. The only functioning airlock is up there. Weapons ready.
I radio you like, what happened? Are you okay?
They got the ship. These guys are hostile.
Did you get the pilot out?
Coop's here with me, but
Oh, good.
Great.
we're minus everything else.
What about the data? Where?
Yeah,
is
where
it?
did you stash it?
Where is it?
I stashed it under my seat before I grabbed Cooper, so
So it
in
is
my haste to
lost.
leave, it's been
Yeah.
lost.
Oh.
Well, the good news is they can't get what they came for.
Kinda, yeah, because it's been scrubbed. But yeah, they don't know that, of course. You can hear the sounds of a ship closing in and docking, but it's not on your level.
It's,
I'm gonna reach somewhere.
They docked, and that's what Hank is seeing. That a shadow falls over the window, and they dock at the main docking port.
oh, the damage didn't. The blast didn't damage that.
Oh, the ship.
It damaged the ship.
So the ship is gone from
The ship is gone.
But they didn't damage the.
That's
lock.
something that we would.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, we don't have windows to space, right? At least not where we are. So we
not where you are.
so we didn't know that the ship was gone from the docking.
So there's only a couple of windows. A-deck does not have any windows.
Okay, Marines, double back.
Well, do we know this?
We hear the sound from below us. You say?
You hear because it's not that big a station, so
Yeah.
you can like kind of feel the floor reverberate with the clunk.
And Dissum, and with Coop, sees that happening at the airlock door and says, damn. And says to Coop, we ought to fall back, Lieutenant, regroup, maybe get the civvies out of harm's way.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
Towards B deck, I suppose. Just anywhere that's a little bit safer, at least to the B deck elevator or stairway, whatever it may be.
You retreat to B deck. There's a lot of panic and chaos going on. The people are, scared because something just exploded outside of the station. So you regroup on B deck.
Yes.
With all the people in the mess hall.
Okay. And as we've been retreating, I'm going to use my 2 electroshock grenades and a bit of string out of my survival kit and just thread up a few booby traps in the hallways. Could I see the map maybe just so I can get a sense of where I might want to put them?
Here we go.
Alright, let's see. Leave one at the midpoint of this stairwell.
Wait, don't we still need to get down?
Well, yeah, but I know that they're there, and if they...
We're meeting in the middle, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so the stairwell comes out here in the mess hall. Yeah, well, then I'll rig up the top of the mess hall door, stairwell as well, and then herd everybody to the far side of it from the stairwell.
Okay, give me a survival roll.
I like that. No successes. Can I use one of the bank successes I have from earlier, or was that only going to be for, specific?
You can use it as an extra die.
Okay. Bummer. Okay, now I'm going to push it then. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, both of them, you secure them somewhere nicely out of sight with a bit of string where you want it. Yeah.
Nice. And guess I'll just bank those other 2 for later. I'm comfortable enough with this stress level currently, although it is going to mean any panic rolls I have to, or responses that I have are going to be a little bit difficult, but I'll keep those 2 in reserve.
Yep.
Where are you guys going? Back down?
I would say so. Meeting in the same spot as our teammate is.
Are you communicating what you're doing?
Yes, I tell everybody a private channel, basically switch to a different encrypted channel, and then tell you that I've booby-trapped the stairwell leading up from C deck.
Alright, grand.
I'm gonna go quickly on the radio and say, I know there's civvies here and we want to keep them safe, but one of those did warn that ship out there, so we have them all in here. So watch your back.
Copy that.
I'd like to set myself up near the stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we disable the elevator? Because I'd rather not have them coming up in our rear with the elevators.
Yeah. Sure.
That's pretty smart.
I'm gonna look to our tech guy.
Are we back together already, though?
Yeah, are we?
But we have the comms.
Yeah, if comes right.
I suppose you can meet each other on B deck, yeah?
Because I can also try and contact the elevator.
You sure you want to try that again?
I have one.
It's breaking
contact.
things, so...
Yeah, breaking things is always.
You know what? It's a breaking thing, so I will give you a +1 on that.
Alright, okay.
Just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun of it. So, contact
And if it works, it's not gonna work for you either, so...
math is hard, and I have my bonus too.
That's why the Marine Corps invented stairs.
I did break it, but I do have a stress response.
Okay.
And that's a 2. Plus 1 is 3. Minus 3 is 0.
Okay, no effect.
I broke the elevator.
Excellent.
All right, I'm going to take some covered position somewhere behind maybe some flip tables or something. And,
Yeah, because they will be coming up.
yeah, I think in very short order I'll be doing a barricade with some tables.
Furniture has armor level 1. Partial cover does not provide any armor level, only full cover will do that. If you are in full cover behind the barrier and wear body armor, add the 2 armor levels together. So okay, so that goes for shields too. So that means that if you hide behind your table, you have armor level 2.
Guys, don't to be a downer, but both Mother's control room and the general control room are on deck C. That's the one we've just abandoned.
Well, the
But
data
they
is
don't-
already extracted, so.
It's more about them controlling the station that I'm worried about.
You hear you hear the airlock door open up again. A little bit faster now that you'd used some WD-40 on it. And you
There's
hear
the lack of like a wine up on deck B, and Hank's just like, yeah, I did that. That's how Hank does it.
And you hear the sound of boots moving about underneath you.
Can I use my observation to determine how many boots?
Sure.
Exactly what I want to ask as well.
13 boots.
There's a pirate in there!
And one peg.
It's either one is a pirate or all of them are.
Oh man. Okay, that didn't work, but I'm not gonna push it.
It's a squad. It's a bunch of guys. It's not 2. It's more.
Can I try again? It seems very logical that the 2 riflemen are immediately trying to discern how many people this could possibly be.
Sure.
Yeah, throw better. Yeah, it was a success.
Success.
And you go like, sounds like 6.
Okay. I am communicating that to the rest. Should be about 6 bodies.
Okay, let's keep these people safe here, first of all. I'm also going to be keeping an eye on the civilians at my back. Do they look terrified, or is the one going
Yeah,
like...
they are terrified. Somebody just exploded something.
One is
outside
going
the
like...
station.
Where
Does
is the
one
bishop?
have like a must-have?
The bishop unit followed you along with the civilians.
Just checking.
Yeah, those guys don't immediately come up because they you can clearly hear them opening up doors, going through the data center, and at one point you hear somebody cursing.
Staying dead silent.
Yeah.
Maybe they will just go like, and go back.
Who knows? We might be lucky.
So yeah, you hear some yelling and you hear some terse commands being given. You're not entirely clear what they're yelling, unless you do, of course, an observation. But you can hear they are aggravated.
We'd like to.
Okay.
How good is your Russian though?
I am actually going to push that. That's a success.
That is a success.
No panic.
You can clearly hear that they're speaking English. And you can hear them. It's not here! It's not here! They took it out! Okay, sweep the station. Your stress goes up by 1.
Oh,
No, only yours. Because you, unless you
I
tell the rest of
I am
them,
communicating this rest. They are sweeping the station.
Does all our stress now go up?
all your stress goes up.
Cool. I don't have time for banter, I guess.
I don't know. Are you joking in
It
this
says
situation?
every stretch of time spent in a safe place. Are we safe?
You're not really in a
Yeah.
safe place. You're out in the open in the mess hall. So.
Yeah.
I would actually like to use my signature item.
Okay, sure.
So he's just kind of grabbing the Celtic sign on his neck, trying to calm the fuck down.
Yeah, so you can relieve 1 point of stress, and if you have any effects, you can relieve those 2.
I feel like we're gonna need those.
Yeah, you'll definitely need those 2 agility back.
Do that.
Anybody else want to do something?
I think we're all laying an ambush here,
Yeah,
aren't
we're
we?
laying
Just
the
like
ambush.
taking some cover and
Thinking
Finding
of
a
her
firing
getting
position.
Yeah.
Mhm.
waiting for the booby trap to go off
Yeah.
in a visual range.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping for a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
It's usually a good sign.
Well, they don't have any observations, so this is gonna be interesting.
It's also they're not expecting it. So
Well, they are sweeping the station, so they're at least looking around a
That's
little
so
bit.
nice.
They did blow up a United States Colonial Marines ship.
Yeah,
docked
so
at
they
this
know there's
station, so they
somebody
know
there.
there's
They're
Marines
sweeping
here.
the station, they're washing the windows.
Like one Marine just completely misunderstood the assignment, like
and just grabs a broom.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Which type of grenade did you put on there?
G2 electroshocks.
Okay, I'm gonna let you roll for that.
All right. Let's see. 2 explosive.
I'm gonna double check because I think
Yeah, grenade
those
rules have changed, right?
Yeah, the grenade rules have changed a little bit. Oh, here it is. Explosions. And also the stun rules have changed a little bit. So
That's what happens
attacks
at
from
ballistic.
such a weapon don't reduce your health. Instead, when you hit, you need to make a stamina roll. No action with a negative modifier equal to the damage inflicted. If you fail, you can't perform any action on your next turn. So okay, you'll need to roll. You're not really throwing it, of course. Placed explosives. They do have an explanation for placing an explosive, but this isn't a real explosive. So let's just roll whatever it says. So it says 2.
It says 2 on here.
Roll 2 dice. No successes. So that means no negative modifier, if I read this correctly.
Mhm.
So it's
So
they
they
still,
still have
need to roll their stamina. So this might be a wrong interpretation. Let's hope it'll be cleared up in the future. But yeah, my guy here rolled 1 success.
Okay.
So that means stun damage wise. Yeah, so he doesn't fail, that means he is up. So you hear some commotion and you hear like and then you hear like, fuck, they booby trapped the stairs!
I would like to drop 2 grenades down the stairs. I'm just gonna be like, all right, they're right there.
It's a family thing.
Okay, so
do you get flashbacks?
I get so many flashbacks all the time.
Stress goes up.
I'm going to let you do this. We're gonna make an opposed roll.
Because currently I am at the start of the stairs.
You're upstairs in the mess hall somewhere, and
Yes.
they are downstairs.
I specified earlier that I am at the stairs waiting for visual range.
In that case, then you do have to do your mobility roll. Yeah, and I will do an observation, which they are not that good at.
I don't know, he keeps underplaying them. I don't trust it.
2 successes.
Yeah, you throw those grenades, and like at the very last
Can I
moment,
use one of them to relieve stress?
you can. Yeah, because you only need 1 success, and you hear like, duck, 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 duck. Oh fuck.
I'm very happy.
After this, we're gonna resolve this first, and then after this, we're gonna draw initiative.
Do not get chopped in the head.
I'm trying not to. I didn't know it cause of death could be genetic.
You're using normal grenades?
Explosive grenades.
Yes. So I'm gonna let you roll your 2 explosive, so 2 dice, because and sorry, you can add your ranged attack to that.
Ooh. Does that include my agility?
Yes.
This is a
No
more
stress.
dice moment.
You still have stress.
I still have 1
Then
stress.
then you roll stress.
Oh, that's not good. Can
is
he
original
push
money.
that?
Can I push them? I am fine pushing that.
Yeah, please push that.
This amount of dice? One.
Well, it is a success, so it does 3 damage.
Are grenades armor piercing?
Well, there are 2 grenades.
Roll again.
Also a success, but I am stressing out.
which is aggravated. All your empathy gets a -2.
So I have none. That's fine. Checks
Also throw one back to the civics. Like,
Anyway.
you get one too.
But both grenades do the
Just
same
gone
amount
into
of
a blood
damage.
feud.
Yeah,
now.
just quick save in
You get a grenade, you get
Yeah.
a grenade, everybody gets a grenade.
So, I'm gonna say that there were 2 people downstairs at the bottom of the stairs. So they both take 3 damage. They do have armor.
Was one of them named Wilhelm?
Shifting timbers.
Beautiful. I'm very proud.
You should be.
There's one booby trap left, right?
Yeah, but that one was on the top of the stairs.
I'm also, like, I'm flanking you, like I'm taking the other
Okay.
side of the stairs.
Can we just say you blew up the data? It's gone. Let's call it a truce.
We can try.
I want more of this. Let's not do that.
All right, so we can still trade initiatives before the turn starts. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Jelle, here you take that, and I'll take that. So since Hank is on the back line with Coop and the civilians anyway, and is also not exactly trained in infantry combat,
Okay,
I
that's fair.
figured it'd probably be best if y'all go first.
Ready.
Right. So,
I'm gonna aim and shoot.
at what?
Well, they're coming up the stairs, aren't they?
No. They're
Downstairs
downstairs.
at the moment.
Huh.
And 2 of them got thrown back by grenades.
They'll just go. You know what? Let's go.
Absolutely.
See, at this point, the hold off action becomes enticing.
I'm not gonna believe you, but you can.
Your mother is an elder berry. No. Hang on. What is their turn in the turn thingy?
They're last.
Last.
Well, we want them to come up the stairs, don't we?
Well,
Or
what
we
we
negotiate.
ideally want is for them to leave, but we're probably going to get up the stairs and start shooting.
Well, you can yell at them. Call
You're good at
names.
yelling. Do you want to yell at them?
That person, my name
No,
is
I
Jelle.
just no. I mean, you want to negotiate or something?
Am I really good at yelling?
No, you're confusing him with his character from the campaign.
Sorry. Right.
Can't force him to go first.
Yeah,
by
if you
swapping
do it, I
initiative
have
with
to
the
go. I have
Marines.
to go.
So do I make him go first?
Let's give it a go.
Let's go. Let's see what happens. What do I get?
9.
A 9.
Well, told you they were
I mean,
last.
under the old rules, this would have just been everybody takes Overwatch for
Yeah.
like 1 turn, and then we actually get
And
to
then
the
they still,
action on
and
the
then,
next turn.
and then they're first anyway.
And
Yeah.
under paper.
So that means that they will, in fact, start moving up the stairs, but a lot more carefully.
Maybe with a limp.
Where are we? We should all specify where we are in the room.
We are like
We'll
right
see.
at the stairs.
Okay.
And you were behind the table?
Yeah.
Hank and Cooper have is the civilians kind of like herded up here into this central corridor, like where Hank is here
in the
in this
hall.
area, like taking cover
So I
against
would
the wall.
I would be around this. I wouldn't be here-ish.
Yeah.
You guys are at the front. You can see 2 people moving towards the stairs, and they come into view. They are wearing the same type of armor you are wearing, only it is black.
Oh
Those guys.
no.
Special.
And
Wait.
they notice you guys standing there in cover. So they will take partial cover. So they will also be like,
Didn't you just say that partial cover doesn't work, only full cover, or did I understand?
partial
that?
cover. When in partial cover, any ranged attack against you gets a -2. So
So we're
they don't
also,
have armor, but you get
Yeah.
an advantage.
We're also in partial cover because we're
Yeah, and you can hear some movement behind them, but they are not visible to you yet. Then we go to Lucas Brown.
I can't see them. If they're still down there?
You're behind the table. You're in full cover. So what are you going to do?
Well,
You can switch
Logical.
with somebody who can see them.
that's true. You're going right behind me. Let's swap again.
I
It's a
We're
fun,
making full use of this.
it's a fun
maneuver.
mechanic, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's there for.
I am taking aim, and I'm shooting.
Yeah.
You got this. You don't got this.
That's
No, you
a
got
lot of
this.
dice.
You do got this.
Two successes.
Yep.
And it's armor piercing? Question mark?
Armor piercing.
Base
Oh.
damage. Oh, you're right. You have a smart gun.
Okay. Now what you can do is you have to roll for armor after this. However, you can use the success and say I don't have to roll for armor.
Yeah.
For ammo.
Yes, I am going to keep indeed that for ammo, right?
Yeah.
You can. What's it called again?
Conserve ammo.
Conserve ammo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means you only have one success
Yeah,
anymore?
but I mean that's the base and that's
Yeah.
only a plus
So
one,
that's
so
3
it's not.
damage and it's armor piercing. You hit one of them.
Grand.
Wait, but they already had like 4 damage grenades and now they have another 2 damage. Like unless they're
Might be
wearing
different guys.
It
That's
might be.
yeah, that's different. It's different guys taking up positions because the guys you hit are not gonna be in the front anymore.
But are they still standing? That would be deeply surprising.
It could be though. 'Cause
Could be. I still have movement I can use, right?
No, because you use your aim.
yeah, aim is a fast action.
Right. No, then I'm saying,
But you're in half cover, so.
okay. Yep.
Yeah, so the same disadvantage goes for you.
Then I'm good.
Lucas.
I have a stupid question. I have a
Can I
stupid
keep
question.
swapping?
Can he keep swapping?
It's the start of my turn, per the rules.
Yes, so.
Yes. Can I shoot at
Yes.
the place? Are we sure this is how it goes? I mean, I'm not opposed.
Well, Thomas, if you're watching this and we're doing it wrong, just send me a message.
We're going to abuse
So-
this feature so hard.
My players would do that already.
Yeah.
I have only one
Because
success.
even when I go astray, I have shit to do. Sorry.
You can push it if you want.
No worries.
I'm gonna push. Just in case. Hang on, fix that. Roll better.
It's more interesting.
Any pack.
Hang on. So I have 2 successes. And I have 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 3 is 5. 5 is
Aggravated. All skill rolls based on empathy get a
I don't need
-2.
my empathy. What do I need my empathy for?
So you
Hey!
get- you get super annoyed, but
Just 2 angry privates.
so how much damage is that?
Well, I kind of want some of them to go down at this point, so I'm not. I'm just gonna roll for ammo after this. So I'm using both of these. So that's 3, 4.
And that's armor
Armor
piercing.
piercing.
Do you shoot at the other guy?
Yeah.
Right?
Does he go down?
No. But you hit him though.
Okay, hang on. Wait, I'm supposed to. Oh, but I don't roll a 1.
You don't roll a 1,
okay,
so that's
cool.
fine. So you hear somebody order some commands downstairs and yell at take positions, get those out of bed, get up. Yeah. So the commander has his own turn. Then we go to 6, Laurence.
I'm going to keep an eye on the civilians and lift shaft, so like, well, no, it's not Overwatch anymore, but basically Overwatch on the civilians just to make sure they don't do anything stupid.
Give me an observation roll.
One of them is gonna do something stupid.
Of course they are.
No one could have foreseen this.
One is like talking into a button, like there's 6 people up here.
1 success and 1 stress. Stress is a 3 + 1 is 4, -4 is 0.
So
You get a
keep
resolve
cool.
of 4.
Yes, I
Nice.
do.
If you take a lot of wits and empathy, your resolve goes up. So that does help you. Yeah, you see one guy, and it was the guy that was a little bit, that didn't want you to go in the
Yeah,
first place.
that-
And he's moving to the back of the group.
I'm singling him out. Saying, everybody out of the way, you on the ground. Taking aim.
Okay.
Oh.
He will now join the initiative order. Okay, so you aim at him and the people just kind of move out of the way.
Nope.
We don't know him. I didn't sign his birthday card.
Hank,
All right. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Cry.
I'm gonna hold off.
But I.
But.
Okay, I will. Well, yeah, I can't see them, right? But I am behind cover. I'm not going to leave cover just because I can sense that the initiative is not in my advantage. So I will.
You wanna throw a grenade?
I don't have one.
Sucker.
I will seek full cover.
Well, you do have full cover because
Right,
you're
what
behind
am I
the table.
doing?
We
I'm
said
just-
that you were behind the table,
Yeah.
so that counts as full cover.
Can he see the civvies? Can he see what's going on there?
No.
I should
Full
not
cover
tomorrow night.
does mean that you're
I mean,
out of sight.
So don't
You can
go
take
out too quick.
partial cover and then you will be able to shoot.
For fun, I'm going to seek full cover, and then I'm going to give orders to them,
To who?
the soldiers down there who speak American English.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just going to go for it and say, lay down your weapons. We're on your side.
Not that convincing after three grenades. That's
That is a command roll.
Sure. I'll
Or, if you want, you can do a manipulation roll. Whatever is highest for you.
I'll help out by whatever you yell. Say, yeah, we mean it.
so helpful. Oh,
All right. Let us stress response. 4 -3. So no problem there.
It's a
One.
1. You don't know what that is.
Oh.
That is tunnel vision. All your skill dice, based on wits, get a -2.
Yep.
I am gonna roll against that.
It's like they ask, any last wishes? Yes, cut me down. Yes, can we do that?
Hey, that guy swapped my turn.
how dare
You hear a voice answering you. Well, that's what you think. We are here to clear this station out.
Well, my turn is done, so can't respond.
It's my turn finally. No more holding off on anything. So, seeing the situation with Corporal Smith and the civilians, Hank's gonna keeping a rifle trained towards the stairwell area. He walks over to the guy who Smith is holding up and pats him down to see if he's got anything on him.
I guess that's observation.
Okay.
They just duplicate.
Replicate.
Okay. Stress response.
Yeah, so you
Not
cannot
great.
push it.
Ooh, 5, 4, 9, -4, so 5.
That is also aggravated, so all your skill rolls on empathy get a -2. No successes?
No successes at
So,
all.
yeah, you
And
pat
no
down.
push because I rolled a stress
Yeah.
response, so.
You can't really find anything, but yeah, he's moving around. You're trying to hold your gun towards the thing. You're like, yeah, nothing.
And again, this is not something that Hank's really been trained for, so
Yeah.
he's doing the best from what he can remember from
Exactly.
basic.
You're doing your best. That's what we're
now
remembering
I'm
here.
at 8. I came from 9.
We have a new guy entering the fray. He has 10. He will try to grab you.
Ah, of course.
So you're
Yeah.
trying to pat him down, and
Yeah.
you're trying to grab your arm. So that's an opposed
Strength?
roll. Yeah,
Close combat or just opposed strength?
close combat.
Okay. Okay.
2.
1, 2, 2, 2, 2.
2, 4, 6, so 2 on the stress response.
So yeah, that guy is unnaturally strong, and he strains your arm. I have 3 successes.
Yes,
You've
2.
got 2. I'm gonna say your body armor doesn't really work on your arm, so you take 1 damage.
Okay.
And you get jumpy. When you push a skill roll, you gain 2 stress instead of 1 stress.
Whoa.
So the fact that guy just easily turns your arm around and you're like,
Yeah.
ah!
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it's
quick, but
it's
yeah,
mainly
it goes,
that you didn't anticipate he was gonna be so strong,
Yeah.
because he doesn't look like it. He's very wiry, and he just with one hand twists your arm, and you're almost on your knees, like whoa.
Gee, I wonder why that might be.
It's okay.
The Marines downstairs, because that's what they are Blackguard Marines. Some of you have already run into them. Your brother died at the hand of them. You don't know that, of course, unless you told him specifically.
I think I was probably quite transparent with.
Yeah, no, at the beginning you did tell me.
Okay, so you can take that
I have
into
no real
account.
reason to lie about it.
No, okay, just making sure. You two are still in partial cover upstairs, right? No, the two guys that you were shooting at are gonna shoot back at you.
Like